In this video, we will discuss about Galectin-1 expressions and its relationship with EMT markers in the pancreatic cancer cells. So, before going into the topic, there is a brief background why they have selected this Galectin-1. So, in the previous studies, they have showed that Galectin will cause increased malignancy of the pancreatic cancer cells. So, they want to find out the reason why Galectin-1 is causing or showing that behavior. So in order to understand that mechanism, they first check the relationship between Galectin1 expressions and the EMT markers and MMP9. And what they are able to find out is that when they did their this study on the immunostaining uh, experiments via immunostaining experiments. So what they did is they take the samples and stain them for the galectins and check the MMP9 expressions. And what they are able to see that galectin 9 decrease in the galectin 9 will cause a decrease in the MMP9 expressions, and with increase in the galectin 1 will cause a increase in the MMP9 expressions. And these things are quantified, that is galectin1 and MMP9 are quantified on the panel K, where we can see that MMP9 and the galectin1s are directly correlated. With increase in the galectin1 expressions, there is an increase in the MMP9 expressions. That is when panel B shows the increased galectin1 and their respective MMP9 will also increase. And when they check these galectin1 expressions levels relationship with EMT markers, that is epithelial and mesenchymal markers. So for the epithelial markers they use E-cadherins, and for mesenchymal markers they use Vimentin. And what they are able to find out is that with decrease in the galectin, they can see uh, a decrease in the with decrease in the galectin they can see increase in the E-cadherin signals and a decrease in the Vimentin signals. So this indicates that this galectin-1's expressions is inversely correlated to the E-cadherin or epithelial markers, and this is what is shown in the panel I, where we can see that with increase in the galectin there is a decrease in the E-cadherin, or when the galectin expressions are lower, then they are able to see high expressions of the mesenchymal markers, that is E-cadherins. And similarly they did their studies at high galectin-1 expressions, and they are able to see when the galectin-1 expressions are high, there is a decrease in the E-cadherin levels. That is also shown in this panel I, and that can also be interpreted using panel I. And similarly, when the galectin-1 expressions are high, they see a high expressions of the Vimentin, or we can say the mesenchymal markers increases, and that is shown in this panel J, where we can see that the increase in the galectins, there is a increase in the mesenchymal markers, that is Vimentin. So this could give some preliminary answers to their questions that why galectin-1 expressions will cause high malignancy of the pancreatic cancer cells, because with high galectin-1 expressions there is more mesenchymal characteristics the pancreatic cancer cells can acquire, and the more mesenchymal characteristics the pancreatic cancer cells have, and they have more probability to migrate or metastasize or invade into the different parts of the different parts or at different organs of the patients, thereby making it more uh, difficult to diagnose. And that could be the reasons why the high galectin expressions is related to poor prognosis, what is or high malignancy. I hope you understood this relationship between the galectin-1 expressions and EMT markers using immunostaining studies. If you need to understand more about these experiments and why they have selected, how they come to this galectin-1 expressions and this EMT markers relationship, You can go through the reference that has been provided in the description. So that's all for this video. Thank you for your time.